Our guest of speaker, Dr. T.P. Sasikumar sir, to take the sessions. And surely we will get more input from you, sir, because more events and program I attended on your platform also. So now I request to Sasikumar sir to take the session.
Namaskaram, my brother
Namaskaram, sir.
Kalicharanji. It was quite amazing to learn many things from the Vice Chancellor of MIT, Dr. Vikas Singh. He has shown the path forward, and I am new to this International Association for Promotion of Asia Africa Research. So all the time I was looking at who is Fulvinder Singh ji and who is our Peter from Nigeria, UA University, and I just reached the MIT University and Raipur where Dr. Vikas ji is there. And you have many centers all over India, Vikas ji. You have many centers all over India?
Yes. We have two universities.
Yeah.
We have one at Vadodara and one at Raipur in Chhattisgarh. And we have many other prominent premier business schools spread across.
I was seeing, I am close to Hyderabad, so I am seeing in Warangal also you have a center. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, nice. And the focus is finance, management. And I'm so glad that this association focuses on research and mainly in agriculture related. And Fulvinder ji is also in education in economics, and he is in Amritsar. Yes, Fulvinder ji, you are in Amritsar, right?
I am from Amritsar.
I was seeing your details and your principal of college there.
Khalsa College.
Yeah.
College.
I just googled and seen all the details about you now.
Okay.
Nice that the interest is economics, interest is agriculture, and one of the major idea of sustainable development is these two, economics and agriculture. But most of the people don't understand the economics of agriculture. That's the problem. The economics of agriculture is entirely different from the economics of business. Because if you want to produce 1 kg of rice, I am sure from Punjab my brother will agree, you can't produce it for 2 rupees, right? But in India, we sell rice for 2 rupees. Actually, that is a non-sustainable agricultural practice. That is actually fooling the whole world. It is actually fooling agricultural people. It is actually cheating agriculture people. It is abusing. So I keep saying, whenever somebody thinks about a sustainable development, supporting some portion of economics, you are indirectly abusing a lot of people in this world. And I'm sure Africa is one continent where most of the time this is done by the whole so-called developed nations in the globe. Therefore, a country like India, Asia specifically, needs a lot of collaboration with Africa. In the last 2 years, I have connected to Namibia, I have connected to most of the other places. Maybe Nigeria is much better than Namibia sort of a place. The natural resources are so much. Because of the political reasons, because of the geographical reasons, because of the colonial system which we had, some countries have not seen the light It is not that economics, money makes you developed. Whenever either UNDP or the new name SDG talk about the development index, I keep making fun. Development is not making money. Development is making a happier life. But how? There is no meter for measuring happiness in this world. There is no meter in measuring how much enlightened a person is in this world. I am so glad that when Vikas ji was talking, he was talking about the ambitions of parents. My name happens to be Dr. T.P. Shashikumar. In short form, it is TPS. I have addressed more than 1 million of teachers, million of parents and million of students in the last 10 years of my social service. Visited more than thousands of institutions all across the globe, including from America to Fiji, the Pacific Ocean this side and the other side also. I keep saying my name TPS is teachers, parents and students. If I can address teachers, parents and students, we have private institutions which are generally for parents because they are happy when they put their children in a private institution. Right? And teachers are happy when they are in a government institution. So we have private institutions which makes parents happy. We have government institutions which makes teachers happy. But we don't have institutions where students are made happy. Actually, when I meet teachers, I keep saying we are all servants of students. Students first. But I have not seen a university advertising students first. And maybe, as it says, we have got, when Vikas ji was mentioning, he was talking about the appointment requirements and the demands. I have a book on civil service handbook. We have more number of vacancies in civil service than the number of people working in civil service. We don't have enough graduates who are capable of handling administration in India today. It is so glad that Supreme Court recently said we need Indian Environment Services also. All these services are good, but do we have real people who understand the holistics? We don't have an administrative service where I was with the Cabinet Secretariat, working with Prime Minister Manmohan Singh when he was the PM. We have seen how difficult it is to find somebody who is really genius, who knows in the Niti Ayog, how to make this planning which are required. We are very, very short-sighted. Maybe in the 21st century, we should not talk about centuries. We should talk about decades. So I keep saying, don't say 21st century, this is the requirement. We should say third decade of 21st century, this is required. So my policies are always 3-to-1 policies. Third decade of 21st century. 3-to-1 should be the policy. And it should change. In another 10 years, we must change. We are moving so fast. We are not talking about, but understand there is 80% of the people not even connected to internet. We are talking about education for last 2.5 years where people are not even educated. I am from Hyderabad, Telangana. 10th class exam did not happen, 12th class exam did not happen. So 3 years they got certificates without even examination. When people committed suicide because of failure, and who are the people who are suffering? Poor people, they don't have connection, and we still will talk about sustainable development. Who's sustainability? Either technologically developed, economically developed is development, but not those people who are underprivileged. So what are we going to do for them? You make the rest of the people to pass. So what will happen to the next admissions in the colleges? The admissions in the colleges only will become the rich, but not the underprivileged people. So where is the development is going to happen? So we are making the difference too much. We need, that is why the quality education becomes a demand for people. At least education becomes a demand for people. It is not a physical comfort. Physical, emotional, intellectual, social, spiritual, fivefold development, which is the part of education. Swami Vivekananda said, education is man-making. If you are not able to make a human being as human, and the social beings are social, all these development which we talk about today are useless. So we need to have either UNDP programs are renamed as SDG, and we are talking about SDG after 8 years of its existence, and we have another 8 more years to go. SDG also will be over. Then we will do an evaluation, put a new name, and then put it again in the field. There was a beautiful movie which is made by one of the independent movie maker, which is called Seaspiracy. Seaspiracy and Cowspiracy. 2 movies are there, which are released in 2021. You will see what a beautiful way he asked United Nations, the so-called environmentalist, what is sustainable development, what is environmental science which we have. Are we taking care of it rightly? Unless you see the movie, you don't understand how it is exposed. I am sure we need people in 5 different areas. Administration is fine, politics is next, judiciary is next, and we need good media people. And all these people can become unbiased only when the teachers become the strongest, who can create these 4 different pillars who runs this world. It is not avidya. Avidya is what gives you money to sustain. Physical needs. That is not enough. We need the savidya which creates the quest for people, the curiosity to learn, understand. If that is there, I am sure we will develop a lot of new field research which will stay in this world for a longer time. The contribution of education becomes people with a lot of true research which is happening with zeal and interest in understanding. That is why in Bharatiya Shastram we have Saraswati wedded to Brahma. Wherever education is there, research has to be there. Brahma is the god of creativity, research. Saraswati is the goddess of education. If Brahma and Saraswati do not mix together, research and education do not go together, education itself becomes useless. So quest should be there. I think teaching should be stopped. In the classroom only learning should happen. Learning happens only when there are questions. So the students with this new MOOC system which we have, massive open learning systems which we have in this world, which is exposed to those people who can connect to internet. They must learn everything and come back and ask questions. So if students can ask questions, if students have that curiosity to learn, very hardly we see them. I am sure India will become a developed nation. Nigeria, I remember in my childhood when teachers in my schools and colleges, they wanted to go to Nigeria to teach because slightly better payment is gone. So there are countries who are still looking for quality people from India. We need to support them. If people have to share their expertise from one country to another country, and everybody should look for what is coming from India, because India has the largest youth. So we can sell the human resources to the whole world. That is our strength. And if that need to happen, education system has to become, and that education system which is understood in the field, in the grassroots level, agriculture development has to happen. That is lacking now. When we say every educated fellow, they may need only white collar jobs. We must change this system to understand the food and the education, the business and the education, progress in technology and the education. Everything should go hand in hand. So when I looked at the journals, what is being produced by the International Association for the Promotion of Asia Africa Research, I found the focus is on all these: life science and agriculture, entrepreneurship, education, management. Lot of beautiful journals are there. I think we need to make this more and more popular. And I am so glad that Medicaps University has taken a great role in making this happen. And the University of Uo from Nigeria also has a great role to play, being the present contribution what is assured by Dr. Vikas Singh ji. I am sure with the global pan-India presence of his university, he will also be able to contribute a lot. I am a freelancer. I get connected to maximum number of people in the world. I look forward for any association or any collaboration which we can have. Yes, I am into social service. We have got a world soft skill development programs, life skill development programs, and technological development programs, educational improvement for teachers especially, and that we call it as World Social Craft Foundation under the Shiksha Trust which I have. We are at your service, and the idea is to collaborate, connect to people. It is not that we don't have good people in this world. What we have, there is a saying, Amandra Maksharam Nasti Nasti Mulamanaushadam Ayogya Purusho Nasti Yojakaha Tatra Durlabha. We have good words, but not every words joined together to make a poetry can be done by everyone. Poets are less. Similarly, we have good people, but connecting them together to make a good, harmonious way of working together is lacking. That is why most of the associations comes into practice, but activity comes less. So it is nice that my brother Kalicharan has taken this initiative of connecting people together, and that thread may be invisible. The pearls are only seen when you have got the chain made, right? So we are all the thread within that. And once the thread is broken, the chain is lost. So we will play the role of a thread, not for visibility, but for connecting these to make a good chain. And that is what we need. We need a lot of strength from academic institutions, because the youngsters have to understand. So if that can be done, I am sure the collaboration will improve. We can have our own development, and the reflection will come to wherever we go and then start making changes. Thank you, Emmanuel Ododo, for appreciating. Thank you, the Nigerian brothers. And today is a great day for India, Republic. We always keep saying Republic. We have got beautiful words in our constitution for the people, but politicians have become far from the people, like of the people, but we are off from the people, by the people, but we keep buying people. That is what happens in the democracy most of the time. BUY instead of buy. We need to correct it, and this correction process will happen only when the youth, with a bitter experience of seeing the elderly generation who has not done their job, we will clean it up. And that responsibility is, as Kaudilya has created a great Chakravarti for India, all the teachers have got that responsibility. So pranams, and that is the major goal of SDG, which is the right to education, right to quality education. And that quality is in the hands of teachers. So pranams to all the teachers for connecting people, and then I'm sure we can do wonders. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. I will say that a very excellent words with a proper mapping, with the ambition of this association was discussed in this platform. This is the initiative only. We will plan for more events, workshops for the skill development, also conferences with a proper outcome that will be said with the society. Thank you, sir, so much for highlighting the required words for the society, how to drive ourselves as well as the young technocrats and the persons coming towards the culture of the nation, economic development of the nation, all will be well set before, else the coming crops will damage. So we will set it in and we will take in a proper preventive maintenance, what we are telling, proper care with our technology, with our system, with the education, through the education platform. We will well take care of the coming generation to drive our nation further. Thank you so much, Sasikumar sir. Now it's a privilege to introduce myself, Kalicharan Ratho. I get awarded by research PhD degree by NIT Jamshedpur in the year 2013, live project of an industry, Tata Motors. Then after I got offered, but unfortunately due to my parents' health issue, I have returned back. I am continuing my education by learning, we can say that life learning process, through the life learning process. My education, though I got the award, my education is not completed. Each and every moment from each and every program I am learning. Yeah. Presently, I am working as an associate professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering, GIT University. It is the State Private University of Odisha. We are in a team. We are working with the various projects in the rural development, and with this association also we will plan for more in the coming future. Time to time we will think how to fund generate for this association, but for the moment let it will be open platform, and we will discuss in another platform for the fund generation and the support for the various activities. Thank you so much, sir, for your presence in this program to discuss about the education for sustainable development. I thanks to the President, sir, International Coordinator, sir, guest, chief guest, and the guest speaker of the programs, and also I thanks to the media peoples who are connected with this program. And also gives my special thanks to Ododoji, Mr. Ododoji.
Kalicharan ji, I think you should make it open, and if somebody has something to say, I saw a chat.
Surely.
Somebody,
yes, surely.
Allow others to
open
interact.
platform. Open platform. Now, if anybody want to say anything, right, you can unmute your mic and you can able to discuss.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, Sudhir ji.
Yes. Myself, Dr. Sudhir Joshi. I'm a health officer in Government of Gujarat, and I'm a director in the Brigade India. I'm also a part of high-level political forum of various associations of United Nations. I'm also a mentor of change in Atal Innovation Mission, Niti Aayog. So today's topic and initiatives are very good. I'm also a part of your editorial team also. I want to share something that if you want to work for the SDG, we have to start with 3I, that is informed, inspired and integration. We are believing for best output outcome, and we have started systemic and strategic approach regarding the addressing the various SDG. We are working for SDG 1 to SDG 6. So anytime you people invite me or my team for any type of webinar, seminar, conferences. Even we have arranged so many innovative competition like poster, quiz, essay writing, etc. For inviting youth, we want change agent and convert them in the change maker. We want solidarity, peace, and happiness of the globe. Thank you very much, Chair.
Thank you so much, sir. It's a good and a great initiative. We will surely meet, right, sir?
Dr.
We will,
Sudhir ji, share your number on the chat so that people can get in touch with you.
Yes. I'm sharing.
I have seen your designation and the details, but not the number.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we have a young people like somebody.
Sarada Prasad Mahapatra ji.
And Sasikumar ji, you recited that shloka, if you can give that shloka, I think that's very nice one. I never heard that before.
There, I will send you. There may be some. This video itself I am sharing anyway.
Right.
And I have a book. Yeah, I have a book here, which is my book, which is called Life Made Simple, in which the last page is that sloka which is explained. You can download this on my website. I shared my website there. The last sloka is Amantram Aksharam Nasti Nasti Moolam Anaushadam, which talks about nobody is useless. This is what I keep saying. This is the whole management. The management is connecting people.
Absolutely.
If you know this essence, you know everything in this world. That's it. And most of the Subhashitams, you can look at Subhashitam, DrTPS, you can see most of the Sanskrit slokas are quoted and interpreted for the new world today. That's what I did.
Great. Wonderful.
All the poems are also motivational only. This poetry, the first poem is Race for Birth. Millions of sperm from the father get into the mother's egg and only one sperm take birth, and that's me. How many did not take birth? Millions. Who are they? My unborn brothers and sisters. So every day we must keep tapping ourselves and say, well done. And this was taught to Amir Khan by his professor. This book was gifted to his professor. His professor was my colleague when we were on different platforms together in Delhi. And that's where 3 Idiots movie's first trigger came from, this first poetry.
Right, wonderful.
So all my books are freely available on my website. And Rhythm of Life is another poetry which you can also see. All things are on L-I-F-E, life. For me, life is live in full enjoyment.
That's great.
That's good.
Learn, no, not enough. Learn in full enjoyment. Not enough. Learning is an investment for future earning.
That's true.
So that's how we motivate children. Keep saying that no, you must get into real learning.
Right, Kalicharanji, it's a pleasure to be here.
Anybody? Once? Okay.
So pranams.
Thank you to all.
Pranams and namaskar.
So, sir, namaste. We will meet in some other events also very soon. Because, sir, I will be in touch with you. I may disturb you, but I will not disturb by calling. I will disturb you through the message on your free time.
Anytime, Kalicharanji, anytime.
Sir. Thank you to all. Namaste.
God bless you. Don't kid Kalicharan, I have to save.
No.
God bless everybody.
I said a link for the attendance to the participant